Hello and welcome to this tutorial about Nexis Uni. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to conduct an advanced search in Power Search by using index terms, browsing by subject, industry, company, people, or geography, using a date range and filters. On the screen, you will see the page for Power Search. We'll scroll past the search bar and look at the second box underneath. Let's say that you are conducting a search on travel and tourism policies that have been affected by world events in the last 3 months, and you want to focus specifically on Canada. How could we start searching for that? We can start with search terms. If we type in tourism, as you can see here, and look at the options in the drop-down menu here, you can see that quite a few show up. However, we want to find a search term that has the word policy or regulation in it. So we can add the word policy, and we can see now we have travel and tourism regulation and policy. So let's click on that. From there, we would want to specify our country, Canada. If you click on geography, you will get a box and you will want to search Canada in the search bar. So let's type that and press enter. And here we have some results. You have North America, you have Canada, and then you can go into more specifics with the provinces and the major cities. We just want Canada because we want all our results to come from the entire country. So we'll click on that and then we'll click on OK. So next we want to specify our date range. So we want sources from the last 3 months. So you can either choose from select date to select date, or we can go to the drop down menu here and you can see the different options. So we've got today, previous week, previous month, previous 3 months, 6 months, etc. Since we want the last 3 months, we'll just click on previous 3 months. And finally, we can filter by the type of results we want to see. The default is usually news, but if we want to look for companies or financial, we can look at biographies or legal, then we can click on any of those. For this one, we are interested in news sources, so I will click on that. And we would also want to click on legal because these are dealing with legal regulations. Before we hit search, let's have a quick glance at what we have so far. So we have the search index term, travel and tourism regulation and policy. We are going to only have results from Canada. We want results within the last 3 months, and we want it to be news or legal. So let's hit search and see what we get. So here are all our results. You can see that all of these sources are published by Canadian news sources, and they focus on travel and tourism regulations and policies. There also happens to be a lot of duplicates, as you can see with the first 2 results. So if we click on actions here to the drop-down menu, you can see group duplicates, and it is currently turned off. We can change it to group them with high similarity or moderate similarity. So why don't we click on high similarity and see what our results are now. And you can see that it cleaned up our results quite a bit, and we're left with results about tourism and regulations written by Canadian sources. Let's try a different search. You want to learn about air transportation safety in North America, and you need sources to support your claim about lax regulations. Let's go through the index term again and see what we can use. First, we need to find air transportation safety. So let's type that into the box here. So air transportation safety. And I believe I misspelled that. So let's try that again. Air transportation safety shows up as in our drop-down menu. So let's click on that. Next, let's look for terms that could help us with regulations. So that could be something related to the government. So we can type in government and see what appears. So we still have quite a few here left. So why don't we think about public administration. Public administration. So let's take out the ampersand, and here we are, government and public administration. And related to that could also be crime, law enforcement, and corrections. So let's scroll through, and here we see it, and we'll click on that. So now we've got 3 index terms in our search. We also want to focus on North America, so let's close that and open geography, and let's click on North America. So you can expand it and see the different options available. Since we want all of North America, we want all of those checked off, and we'll click OK to exit this menu. We don't want a date range since this topic is quite broad, and instead we'll apply the same filters as before. We'll look at news and we'll look at legal. So to reiterate, we are searching for air transportation safety, and other index terms include government and public transportation, crime, law enforcement, corrections, and North America. And we are also looking for news and legal. So let's hit search, and you can see how the results are listed most relevant and most recent to least relevant and least recent. If there are any particular areas of North America you'd like to focus on, you can look under the geography filter at the bottom left here. Or you could also type in a specific region in the top box here to search within your results. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you to start your own advanced search. Thanks for watching and happy browsing.